How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Crypto Clout. I am your host, FaZe Crypto. Today is June 19th, 2019. Make sure that you smash that subscribe button and stay updated for latest and greatest updates in the cryptocurrency world. Today, I think it's important for us to talk about HoloChain just because there's so much FUD going around right now regarding the situation with Binance, in particular if you live in the United States. It makes sense that you would have some fear, uncertainty, and or doubt regarding what the future of a lot of these different altcoins is going to be. Of course, with Binance now basically the clock is ticking, and within the next 3 months, many US users will be forced to migrate to other platforms, and this is quite sad. Of course, it's par for the course. It's to be expected. Not necessarily. It's really more of a symptom of we're moving forward into more mass adoption. We're moving forward in a way towards more institutional attention, and it's to be expected that these sort of things would happen. And in order to be in compliance, this is sort of the next stage. But what is it actually going to mean? And basically, I'm not too worried. I'm not too shook when it comes to where we're going to head from here on out, just because you look at HoloChain, and I'm not sure about plenty of other altcoins. I think that I've stuck to my prediction that I made a long time ago that overall I could see a large amount of altcoins being smited off the map. From the point we're at right now, moving into the future, it's going to be a very competitive space. Just recently, we could see, you can't even turn on your cryptocurrency news headlines without seeing Facebook's coin Libra getting shoved down your attention. This is sort of a symptom of what we're seeing happening. We're going to see more and more altcoins pouring in from all these big companies, and Facebook's just in among them trying to get their piece of the pie. But they're just the first. We're going to see plenty of these big tech companies trying to challenge what cryptocurrency they can actually push aside and so forth. And looking at HoloChain, I'm pretty excited about where HoloChain's headed. Seeing it in the number 40 position. Of course, HoloChain still at that 0.001756 level, respectively. Bitcoin dominance at 56.8%. Market cap at 285,960. It is interesting just to look at how the space has been making a lot of these different developments. And this chart right here is pretty interesting. Talking about, can HOT survive the Binance FUD? Of course, crypto, ironically bought at the greatest FUD in 2019. Bounce or die. It is interesting just to look at this chart, and get an idea of where we're going to be seeing HOT headed. I think that this is going to be an interesting time. Blockchain turns internet fiction into reality. This is an interesting Forbes article. In a hit HBO show, Silicon Valley, the fictitious startup pivots to create a new internet that uses a peer-to-peer network built on top of people's smartphones. Does it sound familiar? Just looking at HoloChain and what they aim to do. Looking at just how HoloChain has been able to make a lot of these steps forward. The future is inevitably peer-to-peer. The future is inevitably decentralized. With all the different issues that a lot of these different tech companies have run into over the years, just because of their approach, the centralized approach is just clearly flawed. And I think that the people have a desire to own their own data, control their own identity, connect applications to suit their needs. HoloChain, I think, is certainly built with the people in mind, and it's going to be interesting to see. My good friend of mine actually uses HoloChain with their business, and they're very happy with the performance that they've gotten out of HoloChain thus far. I'd recommend that you guys go and read the white paper on HoloChain, and definitely do your own research when it comes to these things, because it is very exciting to see how we are at the forefront of a lot of these new technologies, as they're going to be making a pretty interesting splash on the space. I mean, we're looking at Bitcoin at 9,134 now, and I mean, of course, as things continue to move forward, we're going to see a lot of those old issues from the past beginning to resurface, and I just see it sort of as par for the course. My faith is in HoloChain. I mean, I can see this technology performing pretty well as time continues to move forward, but there is moon potential now, and I think that we could really see HoloChain doing some really amazing things as stuff continues to move forward, and the whole competitive nature of the cryptocurrency space. And chair of House of Financial Services Committee requests halt on Facebook's crypto project. So I mean, we could sort of see Facebook's running into issues of its own, when it comes to all these things. I mean, for people who think that it's going to be so cut and dry, I mean, they run into their own issues just because they fail to leverage these decentralized aspects that make cryptos like HoloChain stand out in among them, and it is a major Achilles heel, I would say, especially for Facebook, in their attempts to develop these various different aspects of the technology. And this is another reason why I'm not worried about the Binance FUD. I don't really give it much time of day. I mean, I don't stand for it, just because if you've done your research, you know where you stand, and you have that understanding of where cryptocurrency is going to take us as things move forward. It is very interesting, crypto traders, when the U.S. government and Facebook start fighting over Libra. Yeah, that's a funny meme right there. But, is halt Libra, U.S. lawmakers call for, hearings on Facebook. This is kind of what Facebook is going to be running into, I'd say, time and time again now, with their attempts to, push this thing forward, which is another reason why I'm not very disgruntled by the latest headlines. Like I said, I see it more as par for the course, than anything. And I think that the probability of seeing a HoloChain, sort of pump is on the horizon. I mean, of course, it's going to take a time. It's going to take years of months and weeks and what have you. It's going to take time, and people who want to see this stuff happen overnight are sort of just I think new to the space, but Facebook Libra regulation, people in the market, adoption. Is this the sort of way that you guys see it happening? It is interesting to see how the space has been making all these different movements and so forth. So it is a interesting space, just to see how the market's been reacting. And I do have a continued faith in what we can expect to see. How crypto is going to move forward over the next couple of months. So let us know in the comments down below what you guys think about HoloChain. What you guys think about the space in general. Of course, remember, this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. If you guys are interested in connecting with us, you could do so at our Twitter. That's at CryptoClout. At CryptoTuber on Twitter. Always interested in hearing what you guys have to say. Always interested in getting feedback from the audience. I think this has been a great experience running this channel, and just making friends, and I'm really valued all the opinions that you guys have out there. So it's exciting to see, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this video on HoloChain, It's one of the more exciting cryptos, I think, just based on the merits that I've stated in this video alone. I think HoloChain does have some serious potential. But all that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next one. Have a good one.